I guess I'm literally cheering for being paired with mono red. Even if this dies to burst lightning, so be it, so be it. I really hope it does. Oh yeah, that's huge, that's huge. Let's see what the matchup is. I'm not sure if that's Boros aggro. Okay, so it's this Delnay build. A little bit scared, so how do we deal with it? To be honest, I think we take the first hit and we just try to kill Delnay. I think it's a 2-3, right? If I remember. I'm not super sure, to be honest. I think it was a 2-3. But we need to make sure that we can kind of set up those map tokens and start attacking while defending. We don't have anything with power 2 or less that will be able to block, but they also don't have too many creatures. They need 2 turns to set up. 1 turn is, I think, a little bit too little. So we hopefully have a freebie here. Okay. Sheltered. So normally it's incredibly good play, but we actually have the card that answers it, which is super massive. We could also go Acolyte. You know what? Acolyte is ridiculously good here. Oh, I cannot say no to this. Do we want to draw a card? Well, a question. Of course we do. We take a little bit of damage, and we will take another one, but I don't think this will get them to block. But it will get us to get an absolutely amazing next turn. And with lifelink, I don't think they can kill us. They cannot cast Delnay and Arabella on the same turn. So this is the setup. Delnay is 3 mana, I believe. So they literally are 1 mana out of going absolutely full crazy mode. Oh my god, how are you so good at the game? A bad Mythic player would draw 1 of them. And this guy drew 2 of them. It's impressive. Oh, I'm salty. Oh, I'm so salty right now. Okay, so how do we do it? Man, I think we need to shoot the Sheriff into trajectory on Arabella. I think that's the play. They will never block. Oh, okay, we can. And the ward is so freaking expensive. We want black cards, so we need starting town. You know what? Still not the worst. So I guess we'll try to fish for a block, but we won't get it. This is scary because now they can go for Delnay into like a huge trigger. Cecil is interesting, but I think we have to go for this. We just kinda give up this. Wait. Deals X damage. I mean, they won't have too many creatures, at most 3. 4. So they can deal 4, but then we block. I'm sorry. Bro, for a moment I thought I can remove a creature. I'm sorry. I forgot about the word. Of course we cannot. So let's just take what we can. Let's create a robot and try to get a little bit ahead. On the bright side, when they absolutely overdo Sheltered, which is insane card, you know they won't have the third one. It's bro, it's like impossible. So you don't need to play around the third one. And even if they draw it, you have every right to just rage quit. So it's still fine, you know. That's the play. Alright, first turn in the whole game when we are basically trying to set up. But don't get your hopes up, they still might have Delnay as the last card, and I think they do. So I think what we will do is attack with Acolyte. Man, we could go really hard on this turn. If I play this, do we kill them? 8, 12, 14, so it's a forced block. They will lose Sentinel, Sanctifier, but that's it. I think we go for 2 turn. Okay, I think I know. So first, we go for the Acolyte. If we pump it, more life gain. More life gain. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can play Cecil. That's better. Okay, that means we swing. I think we just swing with those 2 and we keep the robot. Because we have 2 turn lethal very solidly. So we should be completely fine. We just need to survive this turn because they will try to go completely crazy. And let's play the Acolyte. First, life gain. Second, we get extra robot. And I think we don't play Cecil. Let's play Cecil maybe. Wait, if they have Arabella in... No, they cannot play both. It's 5. Oh, land, Arabella, Delnay. That's the best play. Then they create 2. They have 3. But this has to attack. It cannot. Okay, I don't think they can kill us. I think we can play this. To be absolutely honest, I don't think we need to. Our board is just winning on the next turn, but let's overkill to make sure that our friend... You see, they have one of the pieces, but they cannot get all of them. Not on 4 mana. If you know the combo, you can play nicely around it. And this is the moment when Wurm enters the battlefield. And everyone's favorite, full swing for Victor. And guys, I hope you are proud of me. I didn't do the math. I have no idea if I'm winning. I'm swinging all and seeing the number go down. And it went down really hard. We should be fine. I wonder if that's Dimir or Monoblue. Monoblue. Man, we didn't get the best card against this deck, man. This would be so good. Let's go for Saboteur and see if they go for Exhale or something like this. This is incredibly annoying for them. Okay, man, even tapping it is such a pain. Do you really pay a card to tap it? No. The answer is no. And it feels like Dimir. Oh, it's like a mono blue, but, you know, with Dimir strategy, basically. Alright, I like it. Man, we can do a lot here. I kind of think we go for Sentinel, even if they counterspell it. We could also go Cecil, shoot the Sheriff. But first, you know what has to happen. A swing. If they have Drowner, maybe they play it, but they have showcased that they really don't want to, you know, give us anything. I think our deck is more aggressive, we can raise them. By the way, one thing that you know I have to mention, moment, I think first Sentinel, it forces them to make a play, and 3 mana is super awkward, because counterspells means that they waste 1 mana usually. So I'll take it. Quick start. I love this card, by the way. Man, we are playing against Cane of Not, and if I recall right, it's Command and Conquer, like the OG one, where you played Not and GTI. Do we go for the... Man, we will swing super hard. I kind of want to go for this, but I think this is the moment where we go for interaction. I really want to make sure this will be a 4-3, so this is the moment to kill it, and we have enough creatures that we can force it. Nice, nice. And we go Cecil, shoot the Sheriff. This way we get the most value. Man, I loved Not, like they had, like this was basically like Command and Conquer, but yeah, we go for it. Yeah, we use map tokens later, but basically it was like before, you know, the the classic Command and Conquer that you know right now, and it was so fun because the units were kinda off. Like they were a little bit different than usually, and they weren't like mirrored. This is why we leave shoot the Sheriff, by the way. They cast a spell, they lose the Sphinx. I knew they have something up their sleeve, man. I wasn't sure what, I expected something smaller, but now mono blue weakness is absolutely showing up. It dies to swing. By the way, cannot be countered. Let's go. Let's go. We will add this because this is one card that they need to answer. And if they spend mana answering those cards, you know, there is a problem. No way. No way, man. Alright, it's fine. Man, I see this card more than I should lately. I might start playing around it at some point. Bro. I'm dedicated to my Balustrade Wurm that will keep hitting you forever. And we don't use map token because we probably will have to play Cecil. Alright, here's the crap. I knew there's something more to it. But it's only for 1 turn and it's a 5-5. And this prevents basically any shenanigans with this guy. They're down to 3 cards, man. What is going on here? Alright, so they just want a lot of crabs, but that's the problem. This one it has... Oh, this has flash. They should play it in combat. Oh, they wanted to swing, but this doesn't do much, man. Okay, okay, we need to get it done. I think we start with Ferox. By the way, everything has Death Touch, Haste, or stuff like this. We have 2 mana, so it makes countering a little bit harder. Okay, they went for the big one. That's fine, that's fine. It's worth it for us. I think we go Saboteur, man. But first we go for this. We know that this goes through, and that's massive. Oh yes, that's the card I want to see. Oh, 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 it makes it easier, doesn't it? Oh, the Wurm is breaking through. To be absolutely fair, this is probably not their dream, you know, matchup with spells that literally say this spell cannot be countered. But they probably have 1 more, so it's not fully over. If we go to combat phase, they will play the crap and try to and try to tap both. It really feels they have another one, and we cannot answer it. So let's go to combat phase without spending mana and see the crab. You know they have it. They need it. That means they have it. Alright. The different crab. And they will try to finish the game on the last turn. That's why we need a lot of blockers. Man, they could have one counter spell. That's bad, because I really need this card to go through. And I didn't check priority. If they have 3 steps ahead, they would have priority. But man, they're literally at 1. We can take one creature. I will go with it. This forces 3 steps ahead. And we go for Saboteur. Now we have 2 creatures. One of them is the lifelinker, which gets us to 12 basically. So, if I block 1, we should survive. Right? To be honest, you know what? They might have Etherize. Maybe that's the play. I think this should be good enough. We go to 3. Okay, thank you. Because if they had Etherize, they would have another combat phase, so I needed to make sure it works. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. They get one good trade, but the second card kinda makes it painful anyway. So later in the game we can just break through with Wurm and Acolyte, because they probably won't have enough cards to go through. That's my assumption. Bro. Lightning Strike? Discarded? This is ridiculously strong card for the matchup. Alright, so we can just go for Sentinel, I think. I will go for it. We take the damage from this guy. And then we decide. This will be a little bit awkward, because this tapland is actually kinda unfortunate. Because we really have tight turn 4 and turn 5. I fear they have it. I fear this card, man. So if we block, they either trade against this. What can we do otherwise? Wait. Non-land permanent will leave the battlefield, so we will... Okay, this is good. Okay, that means we won the game. I think we'll win out of this, because map is actually a permanent. And that's freaking massive. And also we get more. Draw a card. Man, this is the dream. And now we are getting Trajectory. I mean, maybe we can bait a block. Maybe. There's no way, right? There's no way. It's a mono red player. You always need to check. Alright, let's get rid of it. I really hope they don't have another Nemesis. That's probably the biggest deal. I could have missed 1 damage, but I don't think it will super matter. With Acolyte, we'll go absolutely over the top. This is not a bad play, but I don't want to take any additional damage. Yeah, the most important part is that we have this Sentinel brick of a wall. Oh, I knew they have another. They always have. Man, I'm like, always, please don't have this one card. And they, you guessed it, they have this one card. That's incredibly bad for us. Incredibly bad. I think we have to go for Acolyte, man. Okay, this was the worst case scenario. I fear no cards from the whole deck except this one Nemesis, because it trades against everything and disables our life gain, especially when you show it. So we need to be smart about this turn. I think this is the best play. I know it's scary, but I think it's the best play. This card is so stacked, man. Alright, it's fine. I went through the pain. I'm back to reality. I processed Nemesis existing. Listen, if I process Trickshot and Mice, I will process this. It's interesting that they have chosen the Sentinel. The point is that if they want to kill a creature, they cannot hit face, and then we don't get the emblem. So that's why I went with this play anyway, because sure, I can lose an absolute ton of value. It's fine. It's red card. You know, it's a given. But you know, at least we solve this. And if we can solve this, hopefully we can get back into the game. And then we get lifelinker, and then they cannot attack easily. It hurts. Of course, we are taking 2 damage per card. But we also can trade very aggressively. Man, we could try to go for counter for 2-turn lethal. That's not bad. We cannot make double spell anyway, so this is like a freebie. I could attack with Cottage. Oh, this is a card. Oh, I can play it on this turn as well. Let's go. Let's go. The greed. We also make the robot, which is massive. Man, this Acolyte is proving to be better and better. They take the damage, of course, but that means we're getting the card. We take 1 damage and 2 damage, but now we can solve one of the problems, which is massive. I don't really want to wait for it. I think this is the moment. We make a creature. If they attack, we life gain. They need to go through a 4/4, and they don't have enough burn probably because they discarded it early game. I think this is how we win, but let's see. Let's see. The champion. It's such a pain trying to play against this deck. They have so many ways to punish you, man. Oh, man. But I think we're doing it. This might be the swing of lost hope, because they know they are dead on the next turn. So what is the best way to pump? This deals the most damage, but it has no trample, so I think this is the correct block. We don't want to go for the first striker, it can deny the lifelink. I think this is the play. I think this is the play. We want the life gain super much. What's your trick? Your one last red card. Dirty red card. I think they will scoop. I think they cannot go through it. Monstrous Rage, on the other hand, would make a perfect sense. Well, see how close we were? See how close we were? I told you. And now we swing for the sweet, 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 sweet victory. Alright, guys. This could be really nice. I think we go double Baloth. A little bit awkward here. Yeah, let's go double Baloth, because I think it's a stronger opening. And then we'll see, maybe Cecil will be the blocking one. We will see what the matchup is. Sometimes the mana can be awkward, but I like Cecil, you know, like it's such a good card, as we can clearly see. So unfortunately, that means we probably will switch it. This is mono black. Okay, I think we go like this. I kinda want to trade them. They don't know about Baloth yet, so they don't realize that we can be super aggressive. I really hope they don't have second. So this is one of the situations where you kinda cross your fingers for your opponent to not have the card. If they have Cecil, I would never block. But they shouldn't, and the correct decision it is to block. If they have Cecil, they are just good at the game, you know. Alright, they don't. That's huge. That's huge. So the best play is probably to go for Slasher. Because if they have removal, they cannot fully kill it. And next turn we can go Baloth, which is super strong play, especially on top of Slasher potentially. If they go Annex, they fall really behind. So this is a good play for them, but that's why we prepared. Now we can go start smorking Death Face, because even though we are a Golgari deck, we actually have Hasters, we have tons of Hasters. So finishing the game with this deck is a little bit easier than with other decks, especially that some of the creatures cannot even be countered. Now they are spamming their... They didn't have removal for 2 mana earlier, by the way. Guaranteed every freaking time. How is it even possible, man? Alright. That's the second one. Anyway, so if we swing, I really hope they will block, but I'm not sure if... No, they won't. Because Cecil flips. They don't need it. In which case, I need to go for Acolyte to motivate our opponent to block. Otherwise, we are getting the cards. Now they will probably block. That's my guess. I didn't want to really show this, but now they are in a pickle. They generally want to attack with it, flip it, and get the lifelinker, which really helps them stabilize. But here they cannot afford us taking an extra card. So we still create a robot, we deal 2 damage because of the passive. So I think we did most we could from this hand. Slasher, alright, that's something you can work with. I really want to draw cards, man. We could Trajectory, in which case they kinda need to take the damage, and we get the card. Not the best. We basically cycle a card and deal some damage. I know it's a weird play. I really think it's worth it. I really think it's worth it. I just want to deal the most damage and potentially draw a card. Okay, this is good. We still draw the card, and we basically got the kill in this way. And this deals 0 damage, so there's no death touch here. And we drew a starting town. Yay! Oh boy, oh boy. All right, let's play starting town. Man, Acolyte created this whole board basically out of nothing. This card is just so strong, man. Right, it seems that they drew another, because earlier they didn't have 2 mana removal. So those 2 Shoot the Sheriffs were draws. And we got another land, but we still won. Well, thanks, Shuffler. Thanks. Alright. I think we go with Ferox. It's a great card, but we need to get rid of something, and I think we need to focus more like mid-game. Hopefully we can draw an early game. And I mean, let's play the starting towns, because potentially we can get Baloth on the next turn. Honestly, we mulliganed into a pretty bad hand, so it's not looking great so far. But at least, and it seems that Cat, I'm not sure what we are playing against, and we are getting flooded now. So really, man, really awkward on multiple levels. But this is the first turn when we can start fixing stuff. So let's go with Slasher and see what happens. They cannot normalize, but they apparently can exhale, which is of course the best case scenario for them. Okay, so it's like Kona with counter spells. They're trying to find Kona for the next turn. This will be rough, because like we need to I have to tap, man. Like I cannot just chill and not do anything, hoping, you know, that we have time. This deck wins over the long game. If they have Kona, they are just good. So we need to kind of roll the dice, because very often they don't have Kona in their opening hand, especially if they hit station. You know, sometimes they miss part of the combo. And you need to take this chance to just roll with the game, you know? Let's go Baloth. And now we keep the Shoot the Sheriff, because Slasher is perfect at dealing tons of damage. And our opponent has nothing. So now we have the life total, and suddenly, I mean, we have lethal on the next turn, because we have hasters, and nobody expects hasters. They don't have enough. Okay, see, we found the juicy moment when they couldn't go for the play, and we use it to maximum capacity. And this is the moment when we need to go for it. What? Of course, it's a Spell Pierce on top of exhales. And now they win the game, right? Well, I guess I got outplayed. Oh boy. Well, this is not the mana we wanted to see. I think we have to mulligan for something better. It's painful, but you know, what can you do? Let's get rid of the 5-drop for now. Let's go with starting town and try to get it rolling. But obviously, mulliganing on the play, absolutely not what we wanted. Honestly, this Mortuary can be a nice one. We don't need lands, we'll try to draw them with Sentinel. So early game, really rough, not gonna lie. And our opponent, I think this is our weapons manufacturing deck. I honestly think so. So let's go with Slasher first. Also, Sentinel is a 3-drop, but you can treat it as a 4-drop, because you can instantly crack the map. So first, I think this is our build from the channel, to be honest. I think this might be one of our viewers. So in that case, they play one of them. And I need to remember what removal do they play. I always play Shoot the Sheriff, so they probably have it. If I play Elegy, there is a huge chance it will die. I think we go for Ferox, because they actually cannot target it, because they have nothing in the graveyard, which means they cannot pay the evidence, which means this ward is invincible. Alright, I hoped for Shoot the Sheriff that cannot hit Slasher, but at least we hit with Ferox, Ferox, and Slasher is still here, you know? Battlefront. Alright, this might be a I'm not sure. Alright, damn, bro, that's so much removal. I mean, that's unfortunate. They literally could not target it for a while, but you know, it is what it is. At least we can, you know, play the next thing. And we'll double spell for sure. This is super important that we keep the pressure. Unfortunate, because if this hit was any worse, we would keep our best creature. Alright. Bro, our opponent is really dedicated for this stuff. They're doing a lot of cards. But okay, this is our opening. They killed everything except one of the cards. That means we draw cards, we create Acolyte, and now the Star Cages don't do anything. We draw a card. That's so important. Probably, I think it's a bad draw. This is basically a control deck. It's doable. Not perfect, but I think it might be good enough. And this Acolyte just got us basically 3 cards. Extruder, alright. So they will sacrifice this and get everything back. But we also get some creatures, right? 1. Oh my god. This, man, I played with this deck. I've never had such explosive draw ever. This is ridiculously strong. Alright. I think we need to save everything. So save nothing except the Acolyte. Lose for life. Easy choice. Easy life. But we can kill this. I'll be honest, I think we can still make it, but this draw was absolutely out of this world, man. But we can win. Believe or not, after all of this, we can actually win the game anyway. I mean, we can play it. Well, we can draw something. Let's go. Let's see what the something is. What are you something? A starting town. Well, I should probably know. Whenever you are fighting for this last final turn, you know that there's land lurking there. But at least we... Man, I tell you, Acolyte is single-handedly carrying those abysmal draws. Oh, but we are getting there. Our opponent is down to 4 cards. They used every trick in the book. And now the Acolyte is gone, unfortunately. They are drawing cards. And I kid you not, I played this deck. I never remember having such a hand. Oh my god, like they have literally infinite cards with infinite interactions, killing multiple creatures per turn forever. Oh man, but that's why we have the Saboteur. I think we can still beat it. Man, this is ridiculous. This was full hand of removal that was played twice. Alright guys, this is one of those moments when you need to decide, do you spend removal on the elves? I played the wrong land. I played the wrong land. I knew about it, and then I started talking, and then I'm like, alright, I need black mana, let's play the black mana. So we kinda missed the turn on... I mean, I missed the turn because I'm a dummy dum-dum. But it's fine, we'll showcase you that even if you miss turn, you can still win the game. So that will be easy. I see how it is. I wonder if they play Bloodletter. If we swing, there is a chance we kill it. Because they block, we will have to go 2 for 1, which is not perfect. Okay, I'll be honest, I think we go Sentinel here. This will probably force them to remove it. I'm not super fond of this play, but it prevents the Bloodletter instant kill because we can block then and, you know, trade, which is fine. If we take damage, I think we can afford it. This deck still needs the board to finish you off. So you can be at 1. And that's fine, as long as you don't lose the control over the game. They don't have burn, you know, they probably don't have hasters. They are not us with hasters lurking in the shadows. So let's see. Lanora, alright, that's fine. Okay, we got the land, which is really nice here. Okay, now we need to start doing stuff, you know. We cannot target this. This is an outlaw, unfortunately. Acolyte is kinda nice. But I'm not sure how we go about it. We could shoot the Sheriff into Trajectory to buy some time, but I think we need more board. Alright guys, I think we'll go with this. Really risky play. They have still 3 mana open, but I'm willing to take this risk for the glory of I kill you. That's my strategy. I hit face and I hope I'm doing it faster than my opponent. Oh, what you gonna do? Alright, Acolyte. Unfortunate, of course, but at least this hits. And we keep Sentinel, so hopefully you can try to make some progress. And you can see that they are burning through the cards super quickly. They are down to 2. Elves are not as scary anymore, because we are already at the stage where we have a lot of mana. Ooh, that's terrifying. They need to swing all. Then we only can block one of them, which is unfortunate. I think I will go for the sure value, but it's really strong. But now we can shoot the Sheriff and Trajectory. And then swing. So I really hope, man, this is so painful. Oh my god, this was so painful. Really good value for our opponent, but at least we can triple spell on this turn. So, alright, let's start as we should. We need to fix this mess. Not sure exactly what's that about. Maybe because we have so much removal. Not sure. Sorry, guys. Alright, so I think we go with Baloth, because we need to push the maximum. Absolute freaking maximum damage. And the map tokens can be cracked later, and we have the Wurm that our opponent never knows about. So that's the idea. That's the idea. This is the best block, of course, because they trade here. Slasher, disabled for a moment at least. They're at 9. This is quite a lot. But, I mean, theoretically, we can kill them on the next turn if we draw a land. Oh, Aklazot, are you serious? Oh, shoot the Sheriff. Are you serious? I mean, this is just a top deck war at this point. Not gonna lie, this was the one draw. One of 3 draws in the whole deck, I believe, that saved us. Slasher? Not a bad card. But it's not good enough against Aklazot. They will take it back. We need to literally push for max damage on this turn. Saboteur. I mean, this is something that goes through. So they can flip it. Okay, they flip it. We play the Saboteur. No, we need to go for the Wurm. We need to get something that has haste, probably. And this is enough damage for 2-turn kill, so we don't need the counters. Bro, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to find a haster, you know? Alright, that's a lot of damage. Okay, 2 cards. They need to play 1 in order to transform Aklazot. Vivian, Raid. I think that's not good enough. I think we've got this. They can find a creature, but nothing more. They can make a blocker, but we'll have 2 creatures. That's why those hasters are so important. And this is a trampler as well. And they also whiff. But even if they had a creature here, we can go through it. Now we go Wurm. I appreciate it, man. And we swing. We show that we have 1 more. I appreciate it, man. Really, I think our opponent just enjoyed our deck. Alright, man, that was messy. That was close. I messed up early game, but we kinda fixed it. Alright, guys. The deck was quick and deadly. And the outro will be also quick. Not really as deadly. So we officially beat Mythic with this deck. We went, I believe, 7 and 6 or something like this. You have them on the screen. And with Baloth, Ferox, and Wurm, we can not only go with Haste, absolutely deadly, but also a lot of spells cannot be countered, including all of them if you have Baloth in the hand. So you have some nice tools against, even the control-ish decks. And Cecil, Saboteur, Slasher, all of those creatures go fast, hit hard, and the damage stacks really quickly. And I'm really happy with the deck, and especially after adding Sentinel, it felt like it's smooth. I think the only change is Soulstone Sanctuary. It didn't really come into play as much as I hoped, so it probably should be Cottage. The mana sometimes can get you, so I think 4 cottages would be better. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to all the patrons that are kind enough to support this channel so we can, smork mono red players every single day with a different deck. A glorious mission indeed. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow.